Hello everyone, I am back living in my car. Well, sort of. So I've been away for the holidays. I've been, visiting family, and I had an amazing time. And I also have a little confession to make, but that's gonna be later in the vlog. So if you are a subscriber, welcome back. And if you're new here, this is me. Hi, my name is Julieta and I live in my car. I am an aspiring nomad artist and my dream is to travel the world doing plein air and making art in a studio van. So I'm trying to get out of debt and save some money by living in my car. So if you are interested to see if I can make this dream happen, subscribe to my channel. So I arrived yesterday and it was very long. It was very tiring. It's a very tiring trip. But I woke up this morning ready to go back to my car. But I think I'm gonna stay another day to settle in a little bit, organize my car, go to my storage unit and organize my storage unit for a little bit. I already picked up a couple of shifts for this next couple of weeks at Target, but more on that on my next video because I have some news. I'm gonna start bringing some things to my car, not the fridge, that's gonna go last. Anyway, so for the last month or so, a little bit longer even, I've been living with all the comforts and conveniences that anybody could ask for. And a lot of people kept asking me about, how are you gonna feel now that you have to go back to your car and you're gonna lose all that comfort? And honestly, I'm being 100% honest, it doesn't really affect me that much. The only thing that I do miss is the kitchen, the full kitchen. I spend time with my mom doing recipes that I always wanted to do and I couldn't. So that part I do kind of miss. But I've followed this guy and he has a Substack and he talked about this thing that it's very interesting and it's pretty much dead on. And he was talking about the fact that in modern times people have more comforts and conveniences than ever before in history. Yet reports of unhappiness are also higher than ever. So discomfort does not equate with unhappiness. In fact, it might be the path to it. It's through facing hard moments and sticking to them that you build the resilience needed for real, lasting contentment or happiness. Okay, so I'm back in my car. I'm driving. I'm gonna stay tonight at my friend's house because I'm still a little bit, I'm not 100% super organized yet, but I am going to the storage unit to leave a few things. I just realized when I started organizing my car a little bit that everything is already fine because before I left, I did the whole cleaning of my car when I was camping. So alright, so I need to figure out a few things because last time I was here was after my camping trip and I don't remember where I put things. Or anyway, let's do that. Alright guys, I am 100% back in my car. So I'm gonna go get some food. I do have a little bit of food in my fridge, but I need to get a few more things because I don't want to have to go to the grocery store in the next few days. I just want to concentrate in getting back into my routine. So because it's my first day eating dinner in my car or eating in general, I'm gonna take it slow and I'm gonna do some wraps. I don't feel like cooking tonight. As you can imagine, my low carb diet didn't really work in Argentina, especially because of the holidays and the fact that we had a lot of people having birthdays in December in my family. So it was, event after event after event. So it was extremely hard. As you can see, very original. I'm gonna make myself some dinner and then I'm gonna go drive to my spot. I'm gonna go through my nighttime routine and I'm gonna tell you about my little confession.
I should take a trip. And they were the ones that talked about
Okay, it's already looking like home. Okay, all right, so I'm ready to go to bed. But before, I wanted to tell you about my little confession that I have for you guys, and it's just a small thing. I actually never told my family that I was living in my car. They thought that I was living with my friend like 100% of the time. So when I went to Argentina last time, not this time, the time before this one, was for my birthday on April of 2025, I did tell my sister and another friend. So until right now, until this December, I actually never told anyone else except for my sister and like 3 other friends. Obviously the one that lives here in the same city as I do, and my childhood friend, and then also my sister. So the reason I never told my parents was obviously because I didn't want to worry them, and I know they would, because you know they're my parents. So I decided to tell them because one of my friends told me not to tell them because I was gonna worry them, and there's no reason to do that. But at the same time, I started feeling that I was lying to them, because I was, and it didn't feel right. So, and I wanted to share my journey with them, even though I knew they were not going to understand it 100%, even though they're very supportive, they're very open-minded. But you know, they're still my parents. So regardless of my cool bohemian dream of being an artist and being a nomad, as a idea, as a concept, it's fun, but when it's someone in your family, you kind of worry still, you know. So, but anyway, I decided to tell them. And also there was another reason why I decided to tell them, and that was because I needed some accountability. I needed to feel the pressure, because I know that now that they know, and my mom especially is going to start watching my channel, I need to keep, you know, uploading, and I need to actually chase this dream more actively and more aggressively. And I knew that I was going to feel the pressure, you know, that they're watching me. And so it's my sister and my friends. There's a few people that I haven't told because I know they won't understand. They won't see the, you know, happy-go-lucky nomad dream. They're gonna see the homeless, you know, loser living in their car, and they're gonna worry, and they're gonna feel pity. And so what's the point? Some people are not wired to understand, and that's fine. So not because they're bad people, it's because they are a little bit more pessimistic, or maybe they're more, you know, there's people, and I am a little bit like that, more realistic, and I understand that this is weird what I'm doing, but you know, there's people who are a little bit more negative. Okay, editing Julieta here. What I really meant is that some people are more traditional or conventional when it comes to lifestyle choices. So this way of living can be hard for them to understand. So my point is that I don't want to be dismissive towards this kind of people, this way of thinking, because they do have a point. Regardless, I'm going to give it a shot. So I do have a new goal, and then I'm going to talk about that in my next vlog, because I'm still regrouping. I'm still trying to get my shit together. You know, I've been under the weather for the last few days, so I don't feel 100%, but at the same time, I want to start, you know, doing this. But I need a little bit more time. I need to have a little bit more content to share with you guys. That's why this vlog is a little bit shorter than usual, but this is what I've got for now. I'm gonna start uploading more. I already booked a few days in a campground, so hopefully this time I'm gonna be able to relax and enjoy the experience a little bit more. I'm gonna be able to paint, so that's happening. And anyway, so if you want to help my channel, this is my website with some merch. I also have an Etsy shop, and you can also buy me a coffee, but the best thing you can do is like, subscribe, and comment on my videos. Thank you, and I see you in the next one. Bye.